Another day, another fucking Gibson oopsie. So Gibson has gone and pissed everyone off, like they've been doing a lot recently. So they recently uploaded a video called Play Authentic, and it featured Mark Agnesi, the director of brand experience, who was recently hired on in March. Now, before they uploaded this video, Gibson was riding high. They just changed CEOs. The CEO stood up to a tough round of questioning. They had a pretty good NAM. They actually came back to NAM. They skipped NAM 2018. So things were on the rebound, okay? They were looking good. But when they uploaded this video, Play Authentic, like I said earlier, the video was basically a threat. They opened up the video with Mark, and he's naming all the different type of body styles that Gibson has. And they basically, what Mark iterates is, they're putting luthiers on warning. They're gonna do whatever it takes to defend Gibson's iconic brand. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. He wants to defend Gibson's iconic legacy. That's what he said, iconic legacy. Let that sink in for a minute. What the fuck is Gibson's iconic legacy? Making guitars in the 60s and 70s and then never innovating or never doing anything again? Honestly, the most things that they're famous for these days is headstocks breaking and almost going out of business. That is literally what they're famous for. So, off the top of your head, without Googling, can you name me one of the most innovative things that Gibson has done in the past 10 years? Besides the robo-tuners that no one liked that they got rid of after a year, can you name me anything? And no, not the Boogie Les Pauls. Those don't count because those are hideous. I'll link that video I did up top. No, no, guys. A shitstorm PR image is not what you guys need right now. What are you doing? You had everything going right for you, and then you want to go and sue people? And Mark also says, yes, this is not bullying. This is just us trying to protect us. No, Mark, it's 100% fucking bullying. If you're gonna go to people and say, oh, we're gonna bully you because you made a design that sort of looks like ours. I can understand if they make the exact same guitar as you, put Gibson on the top, and sell it from some Chinese shop. That is a little bit different, but that's not what they're talking about. They're gonna go out and sue people who make guitars who even lightly resemble theirs. They did it with Ibanez, and they did it with ESP. Two makers who have done great things in the past 10 years. They're innovating. They're driving technology and the guitar industry forward. They're not bullying people because they can't come up with any ideas. Get fucking real, Gibson. And you know who wins in all of this? It's not me, it's not you, it's not the music community, it's not the guitar community, it's the lawyers. Because win or lose, the lawyers are gonna collect the money. And this shit can get dragged out for years and years. And they're gonna keep collecting. Gibson's gonna keep spending money to it. And the people that they're suing, instead of investing that money in, new guitars, new gear, new advances in technology, defending themselves, just trying to stay alive. Why? Because Gibson can't come up with anything good. And Gibson is really known as the dad rocker brand among guitarists, my age and a little bit younger. Because when you go to NAMM, people aren't coming up to you and say, hey man, did you check out the Gibson booth? Got some cool stuff over there. That's not the words that you utter about the Gibson booth. The Gibson booth is something that you kind of forget about because it's normally on the top levels of the floor in a convention center, and you don't really feel like going up there. And they don't have anything cool. What do they have? Oh, look, it's a Les Paul. Oh, look, it's a new finish. Oh, look, cool. No, Gibson. You're being fucktard. You're literally just being the giant bully at school who is an asshole. Stop. And let me make something clear. I want Gibson to come back from the dead. I want healthy competition in the free market. Because the free market is going to provide, because that's exactly what it did. Gibson started making shit guitars. So what did other manufacturers do? They filled that niche. People wanted single cut guitars. Look at the LTD ESP Eclipses. Those are Les Paul style guitars that are single cut, but they're fantastic and they're great. And growing up in the 2000s, if you had an Eclipse with EMGs, that was a metalcore machine. That is what you played. Why? Because LTD made a good product and people bought it. That's how the economy works, Gibson. Not suing people into infinity because you don't want to come up with new shit. Come on, guys. You stop. It's pointless. And Mark, from what I have read and seen, he used to be, before this whole drama, He was a pretty cool guy. A lot of people liked him. But, you know, one of the first things that his name is mentioned at Gibson, you know, after he got the job, is threatening luthiers to protect Gibson's iconic brand and legacy. So I guess they want to protect their iconic legacy of broken headstocks. Sorry guys, if you have an SG with a broken headstock from now on, this is what you're gonna have to do. If you have an SG style guitar, you're gonna have to put the headstock all the way to the back of the guitar and make it headless. Oh, you have a Flying V guitar? I'm sorry, you gotta cut it off. Gotta cut off the bottoms. You gotta make your guitar look like a paddle now. Sorry, because if you don't, Gibson's gonna sue you. Like, how asinine do you have to be to go around suing people? Like I said, if it's a Chinese knockoff, sure, sue them. Get them out the market. That's bad and stupid. They're taking your intellectual property. But people making stuff in the same shape, but it's different, you know, different dimensions and specs and stuff like that, like, that's so stupid to sue people for. That's like, you know, Ford's like, oh, I invented the first car with 4 wheels. I'm gonna sue you to death. So, to wrap up this little rant against Gibson, stop fucking suing people. Make good guitars so that the guitar economy can thrive. Stop trying to sue people to stop innovation. You're only gonna sink yourself even deeper. People my age don't really like you, and you're just making shit worse. Anyway guys, now I'm gonna turn this over to you. What are your thoughts on Gibson suing people into the ground over the way a guitar looks? I, for one, don't think it's the right idea for them to help and rebound. Like I said before, I want them to do well. I want them to innovate. I want to go to the Gibson booth for NAMM, but right now, as of right now, in this point in time, I never want to set foot in there again. Why would anyone want to support some overpriced guitars that play like shit and then they bully people? Tell me your thoughts on this whole situation. And as for me, I'm gonna have to be out. Peace.